This is Abe Friedtanzer from Awards Buzz, and I'm very excited to be here with JB Smoove talking Curb Your Enthusiasm. How are you, JB?
Come on, man. I'm good, man. This is it's crazy because sometimes people get down when a show like this leaves you. Some people depend on this show to get them through the craziness of life. So they need that. They need it. People have told me that many a times. They need it in their life. Please tell me it's not over. And I just gotta tell them it might be over. If Larry's playing the game on us all. But part of me still don't trust him, but he did. He went too far this time. He went too damn far. Did this amazing, beautiful farewell little book that Cass got all copies of. He went too far this time. So I can't say he can't come back. I don't know. I don't know if he can come back after all that. You know, big finale. You know, everybody's saying this is supposed to be the finale that replaces the Seinfeld finale. Like he got it right. So he might. He, I told him if he does come back, he can't do season 13. He got to jump over it and do Curb season 14. But nobody want to play around with 13 anyway. Yeah.
I like that. Well, it's been a long time since the show's been on, and since you joined, did you expect to stick around and become such a permanent fixture of this show?
I never knew any plans, man. Hell, I started hearing more stories in season 12 than I did the whole time I've been there. You know, the process, the audition stuff I didn't know about, whether I was going to be part of the show or not. I didn't know anything, and yeah, I think you do a good job, you stay late, you come early, you do all the things you're supposed to do. And a bonus is you have fun and you find some way to inject your character and your humor amongst these iconic characters. And you know what? I think it was easier for me because I seen a finished product. I came in season 6. I'm already a fan of the show. I already know what to do. I already knew what I had to do. So I just hopped on the moving train. And I got a chance to have fun and laugh at the show before I got on the show. But I think I knew the schematics. That's a good word. The schematics of the show. I knew the heartbeat of it. I knew what it was. I knew I was good at improv. I knew I was good at. I know I'm a stand up, so I naturally want to make people laugh. It's ingrained in me. So I want to make people laugh, man. So I knew the beats. I knew what I loved about the show, and I think for me it just worked perfectly, the perfect storm to get on that show at the right time. Um, and I wish I knew what it was that I did that made them keep me, you know. But I think me and Larry hit it off so well, and I think if anybody was going to stay, it felt like there was an opening for that character to squeeze in there and not leave.
Well, all of his lines are so fast and so funny. How much of the show is improv, and do you ever get, tripped up and just end up laughing through takes?
No, man. That show is all improvised, man. That show is being written while we're working sometimes. There's an outline, of course, but there's no dialogue from that outline, man. It's literally us going at it, man, and us actually playing, exaggerated versions of ourselves. Mine is a little different. And Larry kind of spoke on it that they're all playing exaggerated versions of themselves, and myself, I'm playing. I'm not playing JB. I'm playing Leon Black. So I gotta say what he would say. So I'm another level because I'm playing an exaggerated version of an exaggerated character based on a character that I made up. It's like it's different. It's a little different. We got the same cadence, same here and there, but overall though, that he's a different guy. He's a different animal. But we I think I think applying what he does worked for the show. And if this show was a scripted show, I don't think it would be as fun. Too many rules. And then in this incarnation of the show, of the show, you get a chance to create your own storyline. Whatever you say in the rules of improv, whatever you say is what you got to play on, you act on. So man, naturally, timing and speed and just thinking of the craziest thing you could say. It's always easy to pull back. It's hard to turn up. It's easy to pull back. Everybody knows how to pull back. Nobody knows how to turn up. So yeah, man, those lines, man, they just come. I don't know what I'm gonna say. Sometimes I don't even read the outline. I just know the storyline, and I just, hey man, what are we doing today? And they just tell me, and I just think of something crazy. But it's amazing. I don't know. It's just cool to be able to be in the moment. It's different than knowing the ending already, or knowing the end of the episode, knowing how this scene ends. You don't know. You're creating that as you flow. So my rule of thumb is I decide in the moment. In the world of improv, I decide in the moment if I want to have Larry's back or go against him. So then I try to figure out what I'm gonna get the most funny out of: being on Larry's side or being on this dude's side and teaming up with them to, about what Larry did. I decide right in the moment, and then I always try to give him something he did not know about Leon. That's fast. That's fun because no one knows anything about Leon. Not really. But I try to give him a little snippet of his life, of things that that Larry's not privy to. The Big Johnson Club and that kind of stuff.
Do you have any other favorite outrageous, inventions of Leon?
Man, he got so much stuff, man. Man, come on. Coup to take, Pussy T. Come on, man. He got a lot of good ones, man. He got so many of them. Some of them don't make the show, man. Oh my God. Some of them deviled egg, Easter hunt, all these things so many things don't make the show down the edit room floor. You know what I mean? You know how cool that would be to have a Easter egg hunt with deviled eggs? Come on, man. They were great, party favors, man. Get out there and have a good time. Hors d'oeuvres. The hors d'oeuvres spread out in their yard. Some adults trying to find them deviled eggs. So that's a lot. There's millions. There's millions of them, man. That never made the show. So many funny ones. But, try to create things in the moment. But yeah, man. Tap water, legendary, man. Come on, the Piers. I'm trying to think of something that didn't make it. Yeah, but there's also different versions of every scene you see. Every scene, there's another take that just didn't fit the puzzle that Larry got to put together for every episode. Some things just don't fit in. They just don't fit. They don't work for what this season is supposed to be. Man,
Shout anything out to you when they see you? Is there something that you find is quoted back to you more than anything else?
Oh, scenes, as far as scenes and stuff?
Yeah.
Oh, something that comes back to me, that calls me? Oh, man. Man, it's so many that call me, man. Jeez. A line of Airbnbs called the Bungalows, It's just made for having sex with people. The Bungalows. It's a version of a bungalow, but it's a bungalow. We don't talk about, this me, Leon diving into the Airbnb market. It's Airbnb. Airbnb didn't make the show either. Airbnb is a line of Airbnbs where you don't trust the people who stay at your house, so you send somebody like me to stay there too while they're staying there at the same damn time. It's Airbnb, another, all kind of little cool ideas. I think that never made it into the actual episode, but some things hit the edit room floor. There's a lot of them, man. Man, it's so many. Jesus, man, I can't remember all the ones that didn't make it, man. It's so many takes on every scene that getting that ass is a legendary scene, but it's like 5 versions of getting that ass. One involves lighter fluid and matches. And it's like you're an ass arsonist, you know? You set that ass on fire. There's all kind of ways, man.
You want to ask? Yeah, go ahead.
Uh,
I do want to ask you about another project that's very much larger than life, but certainly different and also Emmy eligible, which is Musica. That's a really very fun movie, and I feel like your role in that is it's definitely different than this, but it's still sort of its own little thing. What was it like being part of that film?
man, Musical is so funny, man. That's a talented kid, man. Let me tell you, man, that kid is talented, man. Man, we met for the first time on the set, man, and it was just, it was magic, man. And you know what? I like when I show up for a project and they want me and they want me to do what I do. And it was perfect, man. What a creative way to tell a story. I think it's gonna, I mean, of course we've had. This is different. I know La La Land was something different. This is its own thing, man. Music, sound, love, laughter, all this into one movie, dance, all in one movie, man. It's a complete ride for you, man. A complete ride. It was absolutely amazing to be a part of it, man. Man, it was great, man. I hope he does another one. But I think he has created his own genre of movie genre. I think it's he's put his signature on something that I don't think many people can do. He definitely has put his signature on something amazing.
I also really like Mapleworth Murders, and I think that was obviously Quibi didn't last long. Roku's are here to stay. Is that something that you think could come back one day and you would do more of?
Man, I would love to come back with Billy Bills, man. You know what? I haven't played too many cops, but man, I did play one in the pilot for Chicago PD. So but that right there was different. Fun being the chief, fun being another place where you get there and they would just want you to do you, JB. Just do you, but do it as a cop. It was just fun to do, man. All that, man. I was just making up stuff sometimes. The scene where we're in the interrogation room, and I had my little walkie on my shoulder, and we were talking as though I was someplace else, but we were in the same room. So I'm walking over. All right, see you in a second. And I walk right over into the sit down next to him, like I was someplace else. But all that is just little tidbits, man, little turns of the screw, man, that take a scene to another level. But being character driven allows a scene to be molded and just like shaped into whatever you want it to be. Rules are meant to be broken. You know what I mean? I say rules are meant to be broken because when you break those rules, you're setting a new set of rules up. You're setting a new pace car for the industry, for what you do specifically. And people look for that sometimes, man. Sometimes people don't want all the weight on them to create something. They want it to look natural on camera. They don't want to look robotic. One thing I am not is robotic, man. I like to be free of mind, say some craziness. But that's good storytelling. Storytelling is what makes a project amazing, man. And I think people love it too. You can find a way to be relatable to people, man, and be real and make them feel like they're standing in the same room as you while you're talking to Larry or while you're talking to, whatever, man, whatever movie, TV show. If you can find a way to make it relatable to them, man, and knock down that fourth wall or whatever they call it, and you can make them feel like they're a part of it, and they can feel the energy of it. That's genuine. That's genuine laughter and that's genuine performances, man. You can't match that sometimes. Sometimes you can't get that off of a script. Sometimes you can't. You can get the world, and no disrespect to all the writers. I'm a writer. I get it. But you put on that paper sometimes it's bond. Word bond. That's what you want. It's written that way. But you also have to put into account the relationship between the actors. How do they work together? Are they working well with what's written? Or is it better to let them elaborate a little bit and make it their own? I tell you that all the time. Make the character your own. That's the most amazing thing that a director or a writer can tell you. I love what you do. Now take this and make it your own without changing the whole movie.
There a performance you've seen recently that's made you feel that way from someone else?
Man. Woo. See, I like a wide range of stuff. You know, I like Last of Us. I like stuff like that. I like zombies. You would think I would like a lot of comedies, but I do not like a lot of comedies. I like Atlanta, of course. I like Ted Lasso, but I love I like zombie movies. I like telling stories. I like to see what's going to happen. I like to know. I like apocalyptic movies too. Oh, something about being here when the world ends and you try to kind of rebuild. I always said that the character Leon would find some way to survive the apocalypse somehow. Like, you would be above the planet, you would zoom down with that. You know how you zoom down, like Google Earth or something. You'll see an overturned baby pool. You'll see it move a little bit. You see Leon jump out from under a baby pool like the world was in ruin. But somehow he saved his own ass by getting under that baby pool. I don't understand how impenetrable a baby pool really is. People never tested that. Make a good shield too. People don't have the thickness of a good baby pool, of a well-made baby pool with that. Make a good raft too. You just surprised how you can go over a roaring rabbit in a baby pool.
I think that's all the time we have. JB, thank you so much. Fun talking about this. Definitely not like any other conversation I've had.
Hey man, that's why I'm JB Smoove, baby.